Hey there, Taurus, it's Viv. Welcome to your week ahead reading for the 30th of July through to the 5th of August 2018. I'm using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot, and if you watch these videos regularly then you'll know it's normally an 8-card spread, but sometimes there's a couple of additional cards that pop out, and that happens to be so in this read. So we have one card that is the overall energy, and then we have one card representing each day of the week, Monday through Sunday. For Friday we've got a couple of cards, and as I was shuffling a deck then one card fell out as well, so I'm going to start with that because that's what I'm drawn to. It's the King of Pentacles, and my feeling is from looking at this card that what this read is about is your security and your needs being not just met but exceeded. It's like, you know, if this is hitting for you, if this is resonating with you, it's about having enough, having more than enough, to be comfortable and to live well. The central card is the King of Wands, and for me, if there's a card that is like the epitome of wisdom released, it's this card. The King of Wands is somebody who's extremely experienced, who's a mature person, but it's not just, you know, it's not just the experience that he has that makes him who he is. He's sat very comfortably here on a throne that's been made out of the trunk of the tree of knowledge, and so this guy is very in tune with his wisdom, and wisdom for me goes beyond experience. You know, there's wisdom that occurs to us from the universe, from the divine, and I think you've probably found yourself in a position where you know, an idea has occurred to you and you think, where the heck has that come from? Or you found yourself saying something and you can't quite believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. It's like they're coming from a place beyond you. You know, well, that's wisdom. That's wisdom speaking through you. And I feel that's what this week is about. It's the invitation this week is for you to tune into your wisdom, in order to help you with something to do with your security in the material world, your security in the world of form. Now, there is definitely something troubling you, Taurus. As we start the week, as we come into the week, you know, you're doing some long and hard thinking. It feels like you're taking yourself away to a quiet place to search for an answer, or there's a need for you. You're feeling the need to do that, to be spend some time alone in quiet solitude, in meditation, in reflection. But you are searching for a particular answer, and this answer is not going to come from outside, and I think you know that intuitively. You know that the answer is, the answer that you're searching for is going to come from within. But it's troubling you. You know, this is causing you concern, it's causing you upset. You know, sometimes things in the world of form, in this material world of ours, you know, that if things don't go according to plan, if we find ourselves in a position where we think we don't have enough money, or we find ourselves in a position where we think we might lose our house, or our you know, we have to move, we have to change our living situation, or maybe we think we're going to lose our jobs, or we're wondering how we're going to survive. You know, these are things that are deep causes of concern for us. You know, I think it's very easy for us to forget that we've got this far. You know, we've come this far, and we may have suffered a few knocks in the past, but we're still here. We're still standing, and there's much to be learned and gained from that experience. There are times when things are going to go well for us, and times when things aren't going to go that well. However, I think you have the wisdom to know that something will occur to you, and something is going to change. And as we move through the week, as we get to Wednesday, we've got the 8 of Wands here, and wands are all about movement forward. It could be to do with messages coming in. It could be to do with going on a trip, and particularly with flying, travel by air. But it feels to me, with the presence of the King of Wands, that he comes good for you. Wisdom shows up in some form, and you receive a message, you receive guidance from wisdom. You've gone to your quiet place, and you've allowed wisdom to speak to you, to come to you, and you're there connecting with this quiet voice. And this is very soothing to you. This has a very calming, sobering effect. It feels like the busy-mindedness, the worried, the concern. It's affected you deeply. But this, whatever it is that occurs to you that's coming via the King of Wands here, it has a sobering, calming effect. And the Temperance card is above the 3 of Swords here, so it feels like her energy is sort of washing over the 3 of Swords, in that there's a calm down, there's come down, there's like, oh my God, and then it's like, okay, things are not as bad as I thought they were, and this is good. I can start to feel a little bit more hopeful. However, I think the effect of the Temperance and the King of Wands, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. These two cards came out together. So we've got the 2 of Swords here, and we've got the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands on top, this is all about, this person's not in a happy place at all. They're worried, they're expecting the worst. They've got things going around in their head on a loop, and they're defensive, they're on the back foot. But with the 2 of Swords here, I think that's been kept sort of down low. It's been kept hidden. It's like you're not demonstrating this level of worry, this level of concern outwardly. So people looking in wouldn't really guess. It's like you're keeping it under your hat. You're keeping it to yourself. And this is the influence of wisdom, that there is this calming effect here. And yes, there is worry and concern, but it's on the down low. It feels like it's under control. I think for further reassurance, though, because it's troubling to you, that you seek advice. It might be that you go to somebody who's a tarot reader, somebody who's a psychic. So you might seek spiritual advice, or you might seek actual advice from somebody who you consider to be trustworthy, somebody who you consider to be knowledgeable, somebody who you consider to be skilled. And this again is the influence of the King of Wands, somebody who's very experienced. So they could be in a position of being able to pass on the benefit of their experience to you, But again, as I said before, experience isn't wisdom. So this could help you to tune into your own wisdom, and it could help you decide, make a decision. Although it's not like there is a decision that I see that then there needs to be made here. It's just like a knowing what to do. It's like an answer, a solution to a problem, and consulting somebody else helps you tune into that solution that's coming from your own wisdom. I think we end on the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant can mean that you end up being committed to a course of action, that you're committed to this solution that comes up for you. My feeling is, with the rest of the cards in this read, is that this whole experience to do with your security and your needs being met. It's a teaching experience. It's what you're taking from it is that you know what's best for you, and what you're taking from it is that you can trust your wisdom, that it's there for you, that wisdom is your inner knowing. You are the expert on yourself. There can be outside influences, but what they're doing is pointing you. This Hierophant I feel should be upside down, really, so that they're kind of like pointing you towards your own knowing. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Justice card. So this is balance. There's like the Wheel of Fortune here, so this is things moving forward as well, things balancing out, and it feels like doing the right thing. The Justice card can be to do with these actions have consequences, but this feels very much like doing the right thing, and this is what I feel that you're tuning into. This is what the King of Wands is here for. It's allowing you to go deep within, to tune in, to find out what's right for you. So there we go, Taurus. Those are the messages for this week. I hope that made sense. I'll be back again next time with another weekly read. I'm also doing the monthly reads, which hopefully will be up in the early part of next week. I did hope to get them out before the weekend, but we'll see how it goes. As I say, I'll be back again next time with another read. So until then, thanks very much for tuning in, and take care.